let's do your notes for the 7th of November, Sunday. Right, let's start off with part A. Deriving correct words from the given clues to complete the sentences. And like I explained, these sort of questions, they sometimes phrase them as derive the correct forms. But if you see that it's not what it is, I mean, these are just clues, all right? Sometimes the words are not even similar, they're not even in the same form. If you did change the form of the word, it would not fit into that sentence. So kindly use your intelligence and your common sense while you answer these, or when you answer these sort of questions. Do not get perplexed, do not get confused. Sometimes the form has got nothing to do with anything in the sentence. It's just a similar spelling or something like that. It's just a hint. It's just a clue. Right, let's get on with it. Number 1, this city has over 500,000 inhabitants. All right, so the clue was inhabit. From there we get inhabitants. Number 2, many children create imaginary friends. Imagine was the clue, and imaginary friends, not imagined friends. The same way number 1 was inhabitants, not inhibitions or something like that. That is something completely different. So same way here, imaginary friends. Number 3, I'd like to make a withdrawal from my bank account, please. Some of you wrote it as drawing. I'd like to make a drawing from my bank account, please. Come on, use your common sense. How does drawing from your bank account? What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. All right, how can you make a drawing from your bank account? Not even off. Even off your bank account doesn't make sense. How can it be from your bank account? It doesn't make any sense. Are you putting drawings or something in your bank account? It doesn't make any sense. So I would like to make a withdrawal from my bank account, please. Okay. Number 4, I'm afraid I left the chicken in the oven a bit long. Remember, this word is not oven. Oven. Stop saying oh every time you see an O. It does not mean it's an O. Now you're in the mids. You have to start talking like the mids. Right. So it's a little overdone. But some of you have put doing over there. It's a little doing. It's a little do. What's that? It's a little did. Somebody wrote it's a little did. What's the meaning of it's a little did? Or it's a little doing. It's a little doing what? Nothing. It's a little overdone. Right. Use your common sense. These 2 clues. Do not confuse yourself. Do not write strange things. At least make sure the sentence construction is all right. All right. Number 5. If we do not economize on electricity, there will be power cuts. So that was easy. Even then, some of you didn't get it right. Number 6. People used to suffer from their lifetime physical abnormalities. Look at the sentence. They used to suffer. Not from their normalities. If they are already normal, what are they suffering from? Or what is there to suffer if they're already normal? They are not normal. Something that is not normal is abnormal. Hence, their lifetime physical abnormalities. Remember these things, please. The opposite of normal is abnormal. Opposite of normality is abnormality. Plural is abnormalities. And start pronouncing them correctly. Number 7. A good dictionary is indispensable. Cannot be dispensed with. Indispensable. Not dispenser or something like that, all right? It's not a Pez dispenser or something. So a good dictionary is indispensable for learning a foreign language. So you cannot do without it. You cannot dispense with it. You need it. Absolutely need it. That's what this sentence is trying to say. Number 8, his boss told him off because he had behaved irresponsibly. His boss told him off, all right? Told him off, shouted at him, blasted him, something like that. Some of you put unresponsibly. It's not unresponsibly, it's irresponsibly. Irresponsibly. I-double-R. or irresponsibly. All right. Some of you put, his boss told him off because he had behaved responsibly. Well, if he had behaved responsibly, why was his boss telling him off? Must be something wrong with his boss. All right. Number 9, you must learn to differentiate. Differentiate, not differ. Differentiate. Differ is something else, differentiate is something else. Between politeness and real kindness, you must learn to differentiate between differ and differentiate as well. And number 10, playing a sport together will teach you fair play, sportsmanship, not sporty. All right. Sporty is what? It's not even a noun. How can it teach you an adjective? Sportsmanship and working with others. All right, please go through these notes very carefully. Write them and remember them. All right, sentence construction using phrases and prepositions, part B, number 1. In answer to your question. In answer. All right, so that was the blank there. In answer to your question, no, I have never had any dealings with Mr. Partridge. In answer to your question and dealings with Mr. Partridge. All right. Number 2, the dispute about or over territory between the two countries can lead to war. Between, so that was the second one. So this was the first blank and between was the second blank. Number 3, I am under the impression. You can't be in the impression, you have to be under an impression. I'm under the impression that this new CD will catch on. Look, new CD, new music CD, new music cassette, new music album, whatever. Of course, nobody's launching cassettes now. Nobody's even launching CDs now. So, but that doesn't matter, sir. This new CD will catch on, not catch up. It's not a race or something that they have to catch up. It will catch on. It will get popular. People will start buying it. People will start listening to these songs or whatever might be on the CD. So I'm under the impression CD will catch on. All right. Number 4. He gave me some money in payment for all my services. Not for payment, in payment for all my service or my services, whatever happens to be the case. All right. Number 5. The intercity highway is not in use. It is under major repair. It can't be in repair. It has to be under repair. Number 6. You were a bit too hard on him. On him. You were a bit too hard on him. You can't be a bit too hard with him. For being disrespectful, give him a second chance, sir. Hard on him. You can be hard on someone or soft on someone, not hard with someone. I mean, you're not a wall or something like that. The other person is not a wall. All right, so hard on him or soft on him. Too hard on him, too soft on him. Number 7, I do not think we are ever going to see eye to eye on this issue. All right, see eye to eye means you agree. Not see eye to eye means you do not agree, you disagree. On this issue, not over this issue, on this issue. Number 8, do not be surprised if you get into trouble, not in trouble, into trouble for talking back to the teacher. Right, you can't get in trouble. You are in trouble. That is different. But you got into it first. Now you are in it. Remember that. Please look at the sentence. Don't be surprised if you get into what? Into trouble. Why? For talking back. To whom? To the teacher. To. All right. Number 9. Damage to the bridge. To the bridge resulted from an unusually high wind. Resulted from. So these were the 2 blanks. And number 10. Charles has good taste in music, but he's got no talent for figures. What are figures? Numbers. So good taste in music, not good taste for music. Good taste in music, No talent for figures. Right, that's something more too. Right, and remember. Okay, part C, grammar and sentence construction. So now let's do the first one. He and his wife are staying at the Ritz. Okay, Ritz is a hotel. Doesn't matter, it can be any name. He, accompanied by his wife, is staying at the Ritz. Somebody wrote he accompanied by his wife are staying at the Ritz. No, it's not are, it is. Why? Because he is staying at the Ritz. Look at this. He and his wife, they. He is staying with whom? With his wife. Alright, so he, comma, accompanied by his wife, comma, is staying at the Ritz. It's still talking about he. It's not they, it's still one person. He is, not they are. Now on this one it's yes, he and his wife. Okay, he and his wife, they. Not he, comma, accompanied by his wife, comma, are staying, is staying at the Ritz. So like I said, always make the questions to make sure your answers are correct. So where is he staying? At the Ritz. He is staying at the Ritz. Who is accompanying him? His wife is accompanying him. Always break it down and you will get the answer. You will know what is what. Number 2, the room is filled with boxes which or that were delivered. Alright, not which was delivered. That or which were delivered. Break down the sentences. The room is filled with boxes. They were delivered yesterday. Boxes is plural. It's not it, it is they. Alright. So one box would be it, yes, but boxes cannot be it. Boxes have to be they. The room is filled with what? With boxes. When were they delivered? Yesterday or the previous day or the day before? Whatever you want to write or whatever the case happens to be at the moment. Alright, so number 3, a variety of petroleum products is obtained from crude oil, and a variety of petroleum products are obtained from crude oil. Is or are depends on how you're using variety. Remember, it's a variety, not varieties. A variety. A variety of petroleum products would be they. Usually it would be they. Usually it would be plural. Sometimes, depending on the context, depending on the text, it can also be it. So please make sure, do not get confused. Look at the text, look at the question, look at the reading, whatever that happens to be, and then decide, is it being used as a singular or is it being used as plural? Number 4, the same thing, but now the variety of petroleum products is obtained from crude oil, and the variety of petroleum products are obtained from crude oil. So the variety of petroleum products would usually be it. Why? Because it's this variety or that particular variety. We know which variety, that we know which products we are talking about. So it would usually be it, singular, and this one would usually be they, plural. But like I said, read the text, make sure you are using it the correct way at that moment or in relation to that text. Alright mates, that's all for today's notes. Please write your notes down, watch the other batches videos and the other videos that I'm putting up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, adios.